So in today's podcast, I want to expand on specifically the decade of your 20s, because listen closely here, boys. Your 20s is where the winners will be made and where the losers will now become obvious. Once you hit 30, the game has pretty much been set. Now, will there be a few people, a few exceptions to the rule, which will make a big comeback when they're 35, 40, 45, 50? Yeah, but that's an exception to the rule, okay? Just because there's an exception to the rule, just because there's anomalies, doesn't mean what I'm saying isn't correct. Generally speaking, I'm speaking to a broad audience. I'm broadcasting. So I'm going with the general rule. And usually by 30, the game has been set. And there really isn't much ups or downs from there once you hit that level, okay? If you're a winner at 30, you're going to be a winner all your life, generally speaking. If you're a loser by 30, you're probably going to be a loser the rest of your life, okay? Because by 30, there's going to be the people that went to university from 18 to 21. Then they did their 7 years, whatever it is, to become a doctor. And now 30, they're a doctor. There's going to be people that are now qualified to be lawyers, coders. Entrepreneurs have had time to fail a few businesses. They're now running a successful business and they're on the way. The musicians, the rappers, they're making their money. The football players, they're in the middle of their career, they're making their money. Also at 30, the things that were cool at 21, once you hit 30, something really strange happens. And that's the things that were cool back then are no longer cool anymore. It's nuts. Going to a house party at 20, going drinking with your friends for the whole night, getting drunk, getting smashed out, speaking to a couple of girls at the party, a house party where you don't have to pay to get in, and then getting smashed, not thinking right, doing drugs, all those things are cool at 21. Something magical happens at 30. Those things become so uncool. If you're still doing that at 30, you're frowned upon by society now. Whereas doing that at 21, it's like, yeah, enjoy your life, bro, you're young. But something strange happens. Although you're still young, because I think the average age of this country for a man is around 80 or so. So you're not even at middle age yet. You're now approaching middle age. And people are now seeing you as a young man, and they will not give you the same leeway with how you're interacting with life. Women are going to expect more from you at 30. Your family is going to expect more from you at 30. Your boss is going to expect more from you at 30. And if you don't match people's expectations by 30, you're going to start to lose a lot of respect from people. And the expectations that people have on you as a man specifically rise exponentially as you grow older. At 21, pretty much there's little expectation of you. You just have to complete your career objectives, like finish university, get that certificate, that diploma, find a job. It's very simple things. But now by 30, you might now have a girlfriend. She's expecting things from you. You might have a baby on the way. You might be engaged now. At work, you're going to have your boss wanting you to level up and go to higher promotions in the business. You can't just stay stagnant. Like, it's cool to be a McDonald's worker frying the fries and flipping burgers at 21. It's quite normal, not a problem. But by 30, people will be looking weird at you for doing that same job. They're going to expect you to say, yeah, I work at McDonald's, but I'm a supervisor, but I'm a general manager, etc., etc. You can't be living the same life you've lived at 21, now at 30. It's weird. I have had the luxury to have the gift of time. And the gift of time has taught me that, wow, people react to you so differently at 30. And if you do not meet those expectations, you're going to have a hard life. It's easy to catch up when you're 18. It's easy to catch up when you're 21, but by 30, you're going to have winners that are so far ahead that you might not be able to catch up. You probably won't be able to catch up. Because if you're a doctor, if someone's a doctor, and then you're sitting there with nothing to your name, no degree, no promotions, it will take you 10 years to catch up to that guy being a doctor. In that time, you would have had to sacrifice, while the doctor between 30 to 40, he's building, he's investing, he's saving. By 40, he has a house, he has a family, he goes on nice holidays, he has a good life. But by 40, you were just qualified to be a doctor. You're going to be 10 years behind. And what I'm saying is, that's why it's imperative to not spend the majority of your time having fun. Society's trap for you is for you to indulge in having the fun. It's for you to indulge in the relinquishing of responsibility. At 20, you're going to be thrown that propaganda. You're going to be thrown that message. You're going to be thrown the idea that, hey, you're young, you're only 21, you can do whatever you want. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Don't fall for that. The moment you fall for that, the moment you're going to slip behind. And on the first day of being 20, you're going to slip behind this much because only a day has elapsed, right? But by 29, you're going to have fall back so much, the gap's going to be so wide that you're never going to catch up to those guys who put their head down to the grindstone, focused, and became everything they were supposed to be. You need to give up your 20s, that's 10 years of your life, for you to have the remainder of your life to be amazing. Or you can have it so you just have fun in your 20s and then you spend the rest of your life catching up. I have seen it too many times, ladies and gents. Look all around you. Your 20s, lo siento mucho por eso, is for creating the foundation which you'll be able to build the rest of your life. And if you waste it, you will pay your price. Don't fall for the heathenism of, I ain't got to work hard right now, I got the rest of my life, I got all this time. Don't fall for that heathenism, because the devil always comes back to pay his dues. Your 20s is the time where you can make the clear foundation upon which you will build for decades to come. And I see too many people wasting their 20s so that when they're at their 30s, there is no foundation. They find it impeccably hard to build anything at all. Because by then, it's too late. You're going to have responsibility. Maybe you don't live with your parents anymore. Maybe you have a child by now. Maybe you have a girlfriend and they're all expecting from you. But because you have a girlfriend and a child, that's going to mean you're going to need a lot of money right now. So you're going to sacrifice building your potential to go get a job which pays bills right now, but doesn't have a long-term future. In layman's terms, you're going to sacrifice your dream, and your dream always requires you to make little to no money up front for years or even decades, for then you to make loads of money in the end. But because too many of you boys go and get a girlfriend, go and get married young, go and have a baby, a lot of you make mistakes having that baby. It's not like you even plan it, let's be honest. And then that means you need to go and get a dead-end job which pays a decent amount of money now so those bills are paid, so that your child is fed. And I don't blame you because you need to feel that child right. But all I'm saying is that has now stopped you from going after your dream. Because if you want to be an entrepreneur, you ain't going to make no money for the first 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But you can't live like that if you have all those responsibilities when you hit 30. But at 20, you don't have any of those responsibilities. The whole world wants to give you a helping hand. That's why you need to cash in as early as possible. You just can't sit there and say, oh my God, I'm 21 right now. I've got my whole life ahead of me. Like 30s will come, but I'll just wait. I'll have fun, go out party on the weekend, chase tail, go Ibiza with my boys, 5 holidays a year, And then by 30, guess what? You're nowhere. Don't fall for the trap society pushes down your throat. I get it. You look at all those Instagram posts of all your friends and other celebrities, you know, going on these fancy holidays, and you get so jealous. You just sit there like, oh my God, I want to live like that. But don't fall for it, because those same people, and let me tell you something, because I now have the gift of time. Those same people, by 30, they have nothing. All those people that I saw going on backpacking trips, going to multiple countries around South America in their early 20s, where are they now? They're nowhere to be seen, boys. But me, I've learnt Spanish. I'm almost fluent. I'm definitely conversationally fluent, but almost fluent in terms of the whole spectrum. And guess what? I haven't been South America yet. Yeah, that's how much I delay my gratification, boys. I learnt the damn language and I haven't even been there. I'm in the best position to go there. I know the language. I have the money to go. I haven't even been there. But I will go when the time is right. Quite possibly one of my clients will fly me there. And I won't have to pay at all. I'll just let them pay my day rate, pay for my food, my hotel, and I'll go on their dime. It will probably happen at some point. I mean, I'm qualified now in it. I can speak the language. Yo hablo la lengüeja. Sí. Hablo con fluidez español. Mi acento es de México. Y entonces quiero mejorar más. Anyway, en todas maneras, you can't spend your time wasting your 20s away as if you've got all the time in the world left. That's why do the right thing by sacrificing having a girlfriend. Girlfriends take up time, money, and emotions. All things you have little of at 21. Because at 21 you have nothing. Your career's at the bottom of the ladder. You're weak emotionally. You're not wise yet, and you haven't had the gift of time. You're at the bottom of the fire pit there with nothing. And then you want to expend all these resources on a woman that you like, going out with your boys, and material things that are stupid for you and that you truly can't afford. There you go. You're making £30,000 a year. So what's that? That's like 2,700 net. And then after tax, you're probably making 2,200. And you go and spend £600 a month on a Mercedes Benz for the finance, £300 a month for petrol, £200 for insurance. It is so dumb what you're doing with the money. Then you go and buy nice clothes. You buy a nice watch. You're buying things you really, truly can't afford, but you do it because you want to fit in. But by trying to fit in, it makes your long-term life poorer. I sacrificed all of those things. I sacrificed women. I sacrificed buying nice things, nice clothes, nice items. I sacrificed having a car. But I am one of the few men that were in my year in high school who can honestly say at 30, I have built such a strong, lovely foundation for myself. I am so proud of myself. I have a business. I do what I love for a living. The future is mine. It's all in my hands now. I'm in a great position. Thank the Lord. Gracias a Dios. So, one person asked me a few days ago, but what is it a race for? Because I said to him, it doesn't matter if you think it's a race or not. Your feelings towards the game that we're playing in life is irrelevant. We're all racing. All men, we're racing up hierarchies. We're racing up multiple hierarchies. But the key thing to realize here, guys, is that it's not about making the most money. That's not what the race is about. Making the money, that's just the after effect of what we're really looking for. The race is truly about building status. Because you see, with status, you can make the money. You can buy the nice house. Everything comes after the status. Because once you have status, things start coming to you, opportunities start coming to you, and you have the network. If you just have money, you'll probably go broke. And that's a financial truth, because most people that win the lottery, they go not only broke, but they go bankrupt. Status is the key, because status is everlasting. With status, new ideas keep coming to you, new projects keep coming to you, new investors keep coming to you, money's flowing your direction of status. So even if you blow your money, the next day you're getting a call for a job, for an event, for a position. Status is powerful, boys. And status is different from being famous. Because being famous means you have to be out there and you have to expose yourself to the world. For a large number of people to put in small amounts, but combined, that makes you successful and rich. But having status means you could just know 5 really, really rich people in the richest area of your neighborhood, and together you guys have a business, or you guys have many businesses interacting with each other, and that's all the 5 people that you need for your businesses to be running smoothly. But no one knows who you are. They always say there's the people that pay to be on the Forbes, and then there's the people who pay not to be in the Forbes top 100. Which one are you? Which one are you? Are you the one that's the clout chaser? Or are you the one who's the status chaser? And status has to be pure, it has to be real, it can't be faked. Too many people out there, young ones, try and fake their status. But I digress. I've seen it too often. Now that I'm 30, the losers are so obvious. You can just go, pup. You're a loser, you're a loser, you're a loser, you're a loser. You're a winner, and guess what? That's all the winners that there are, because there's so little winners compared to the losers. And I say it so starkly because at 30, girls will be this harsh towards you. Because women are working now, their expectations from any man, whether that be you be a type A or a type B, beta male bunny, they will still expect, lo siento mucho, a certain caliber of man now, because they already have that baseline life anyway. And women, they want to marry up. They are hypergamous by nature. So you can't come with them and really attract them the way you want them to be attracted to you, simply by being just simply average. It's not good enough. The way a woman can love you when you're successful, when you have high status, when you're bringing in the money, when you can pay her bills, when you look after her, there's no 50-50 dates around here, mate. The way she loves you then is a different type of love. And it's a shame that most men will never get to experience that type of love, purely because they're not that guy. And they're not that guy, not because they're stupid, not because they're dumb, not because they're short, not because they're bold, not because of their skin color, but purely because they didn't sacrifice their 20s to lay a foundation so the rest of their life can be truly amazing, spectacular, and different from anyone else. As Dave Ramsey says, live like no one else today so you can live like no one else tomorrow. And too many people, they get their first job. Oh, I want to buy a nice car. I'm going to go to Dubai. I'm going to go on holiday. I'm going to buy something nice. I want to buy a nice Rolex watch. It's like, yeah, I get that you make $3,000 a month and you can afford to buy that car. But can you really afford it though? Can you buy the car without it impacting your life goals? You see, that's what the average mind in this world doesn't think like. They think, is there enough money left over? A true alpha male, a winner, the elites, the rich, the upper class, they don't think like that. They think, can I buy this car without it impacting my financial goals for the future? So if buying that car means you can't invest into your business, invest into the stocks, invest into your education, that means you can't afford that car, you idiot. Idiota. Algo es incorrecto en tu mente. Just because you have the money left over for something doesn't mean you can truly afford it. You want to be in a position where you invest all the money where you want it to go. Then the money that you have left over can be spent on toys which won't make you any returns, or worse, become a liability because they're actually taking money out of your account. Cars take money into your account, not the other way. And it's not neutral, like you just don't buy a car and it just is stagnant. No, you buy the car and it keeps taking money out every single month or even every day. But because too many of us, because we have come from poor families, working class families, we don't know what it feels like to have money come from any other source but from our jobs. So because you've never felt like what it feels like to have money coming in from a source which is an asset to you other than yourself, you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. You don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. It's like the people back in the day that only had black and white TVs, because that's in that time that was all that was existed. It's not like they were going home crying every single day because the TV wasn't in colour. They didn't know what they were missing out on. And what they had was enough, because my God, a black and white TV is better than nothing at all. It's better than listening to the radio. So they were over the moon. But too many of us, you don't know that magical feeling of what it's like to have your asset just bring in residual money each month. £100 there, £100 there, £1,000 there, coming in from all these different sources. You have no idea what it feels like. And that's why you feel like you're doing nothing wrong. You've been living your whole life on autopilot without realizing there's a better way to run this life. The elites and all that, they're not making their money through personal income sources. They're making money from their trust funds, their businesses, their assets, reaping it in. And guess what? For all those things, they're paying less tax than you. And what's sad about it is, all those things, they don't have to put physical, timely work into doing them. They just take them from their sources, which are running by themselves. And then even once they get that money, which is more than your salary, they get taxed less than you. You have no idea what you're missing out on. Like, I look at the tax rate for certain tax bands. It's like, oh my God, if that money was filtered through a business or through many different ways, like treasuries or I forgot the word for them, trust funds, those things, the tax would be so low. I look at PAYE slips and I was like, raw, you guys are getting like, let's say, shanked on a monthly basis. And because you've never felt what it's like to run a business and have money come through a different way, you just feel like this is the normal life. My dad's done it, my mum's done it, my grandfather's done it. Well, this is how life is supposed to be. But you don't realize the rich, the elite, they're playing a whole different game, bro. But you can never jump into playing that game unless you sacrifice in your 20s to 30s. Because my God, it's so easy to start a business when you're 21. You have so much time. You're probably living at your mum's house or your dad's house. You have no babies just yet. You probably ain't got a girlfriend. And if you do, it's not that serious yet. So you have all this time to devote to making a brand new business and then failing again, making a brand new business, failing, making a brand new business, failing. But you just can't do that in your 30s because one, you look stupid. You look like a trying idiot. So that's going to make it harder for you on a mental level to keep going. But also you're going to have responsibilities, which means you need to bring in money. You don't have time to just make all these different ideas and different businesses, which make nothing. Like society, when you're 21, they look at you and think, wow, he keeps trying to make a new business. Pat, 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 pat. But when you're 31, 35, doing the exact same thing, society looks bad upon you. It's nuts. It's so sad. Like, think about it. When you're 10 and 12, you make your own business, like selling candy outside or making a lemonade stand. And it's irrelevant if you're making money from that business, right? People look at you and think, well done. What a lovely child. He's trying. At 21, you make a business. Doesn't matter if you're making money or not. But the fact is you're pulling ideas into the world. People think, wow, what a great person. But at 35, you're doing the same thing. It's like, well, he's a loser. He's a bum. He's got nothing. It's nuts. It's the exact same action, but that's how society views it. That's the key. You've really got to look in the key. And because of that, even though logically, on a mental level, it's the exact same thing, so it shouldn't really affect your performance, it does. Because when people are coming to you at 35, 36, thinking, when are you going to get a day job, bro? You should just quit that dream and all this. It's really going to get you down and it's going to make it harder for you. And what you're doing by wasting your time in your 20s, going to parties, having fun, blowing your money on girls, buying expensive, stupid cars, you don't know what you're missing out on because this is the prime, ripe age to become the best version of you because you can try and fail. You don't get that privilege anymore once you pass 30, bro. It becomes hard at 30, bro. And then on the flip side, the ones that do win at 30, that have their base patterned, oh my God, the world is throwing jobs and status and love and attention and care to that person because, wow, we got a winner here, let's stick to him. Oh, we got a winner here, she's doing really great, I can tell that, we need to keep this girl around here in our team, in our social network. This guy's a Henry, he's on the way to being a high value man. But at 30, if you ain't got nothing to your name, it's like, raw, don't talk to me. People become so harsh at 30. At 21, it's like, oh, what do you want to do with your life? Oh, have you chosen what university you want to go to yet? You still have time. Hurrah. At 30, it's like, have you bought a house yet? Are you married yet? What's your career saying? I.e., how much money are you making? What do you want to do with your life? Are you in the stocks? It's a whole different game. Do you want children? Can you afford the children? Can you afford the house? Are you making money? Are you doing well? Are you successful? Is it a high level job? And if you fail all those questions, it's like, rah, people look down on you. It's different. It's mad. Even though you're doing the exact same thing that you were doing at 21. And that's what I'm trying to say. You can't be doing the exact same thing at 30 that you were doing when you were 21, bro. Not only because society will look at you like a loser, but because, no, you actually are a loser. Someone's got to tell you. I don't want to be mean out here. This is a race. And the alpha winner men take all. While you're struggling just to get one job, these are the type of guys at 30, because of how high status they have made themselves to be, they're getting headhunted for 10 jobs. These are the guys that while you're sitting there, not able to get one kiss, not able to get one date, these guys have so many dates lined up, they're bored of it by now. They have so many options at this point. It's like, right, I don't want to go out right now. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go slow. Where you want to get married so quickly. Not because you're such a humble, lovely person, because you can't find one girl that likes you or loves you. But the guys who are 30, successful, winning, got their whole lives ahead of them with a clear trajectory to win in their career path, they're taking all the girls. They're taking all the money. It's exponential growth. They're taking all the status. They're taking all the jobs. They're getting all the perks of life while you're sitting there with nothing. And that, my friend, is not a fun place to be. You want to be in the place where you have an abundance mindset. And that ain't no metaphor, bro. You actually have to have an abundant lifestyle. It's not something of like, oh, I got to think abundantly. No. It's either you have it or you don't. I had this one guy tell me the other day, like, I have an abundant mindset. That's cool at 21, but no, is your life really abundant though? Who gives a damn what you think about your life? It's about what it is at 30. At 21, having a mindset, oh, it's so cute, it's so cool. By 30 now, it's like, do you actually have an abundant life though? Do you actually have more money coming into your bank account that you need? Do you actually have more women hitting you up than you actually want? Do you actually have more jobs and more opportunities of success than you can take on? Is your life really that abundant though? No metaphor things around here, bro. No manifestation around here, bro. Up until that point of 30, your main asset was your potential as a young boy. But if you haven't actualized that potential by 30, the world will now frown upon you. They will look at you like you're nothing. If you're wearing the same clothes you wore when you're 21, society views you as a loser. Your wardrobe would have had to be changed by now. If you're still going out in jogging pants and sweaters and night caps, night hoodies, all that, and like those stupid shirts that have too many logos, like gaming logos and graphics and things, society looks at you bad. You're going to have things in place by 30 to be respected. And guess what? All men want respect. Not only for their own self-esteem, but because the truth is, before women can love you, they need to respect you first. Without respect from a woman, you are nothing. And if you're a let's say a testosterone-filled man that loves to be in his masculinity, you're going to love and want women for how much they can respect you. Because once a woman respects you to the highest level, you're going to get your woman in her most feminine, truest self. It's absolutely beautiful. And most men will never get to experience that. Because let me tell you something. Let me drop it now, boys. For as long as a woman is paying bills in the relationship, she's stressed in a way which isn't allowing her to be in her full feminine. Yes, before people say it, are there some women that love to be in their masculine? Yes. Are there some women that love to take the lead and make more money than their man? Yes. But for the majority of women, they would prefer to be in a position where their income isn't relied upon to pay the day-to-day bills. Once a woman is in a position where she's in a relationship where, yeah, she can still work, but she knows that this money doesn't need to be paid for the daily household bills. It can go for wherever she wants to put it, on her kids, on herself, to do her makeup or whatever, clothes for herself, holidays. You're going to see her in her most feminine self. And most men will never get to experience that because they don't sacrifice. They do not delay the gratification. They just want to have fun, overtime, fun, and never sacrifice for the future to become that successful man that every man is able to be. You just waste your life away having fun, going out, buying things. Every stupid purchase that you make that makes you no money, you're losing an opportunity because that same money could go into a certain thing, service or product or person who will be able to turn it into an asset and make you money and make you successful. Every time you put £600 into your finance car, that £600 that doesn't go into your business, that doesn't go into the stocks, that doesn't go into something that will one day turn into an asset. This is some real stuff here, boys. I'm just getting started. Fuego. Yeah, boys. And that's the problem with a lot of boys of today. Yeah? I'm calling you boys on purpose because you ain't men yet. Because of what I'm about to tell you. You boys don't want to wait for success. You guys are too much in a hurry. too much in a rush. Like you are unable to delay gratification because you want something out of your money that you spend now. Okay. You got to understand when you put your money into certain investments, okay, you don't get a good solid return for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You see, the real alpha men, the real winners in this race, those geeks that everyone laughs at in high school, okay, they don't mind outweighting you. While you do all these dumb short-term strategies, and by definition, short-term strategies only work for the short term, these guys will happily, slowly outweigh you for the long term. And by the time they're 40, 50, they're so far ahead of you, you'll never catch up, bro. You guys just aren't able to wait. I mean, I had this friend once, and his route to doing investments was stocks, and that's okay. Choose your route, bro. I know a lot of people that made money from stocks, but obviously it's risky, it's highly risky. But if you know what you're doing and you make wise decisions or whatever, there's chances to win in there. Anyway, in stocks, there's two main plays here. You can either do short-term bets on the stock market where you put your money quick, take it out quick, and do day-to-day trading, which I think they call day trading, right? But then you can do things where you do long, slow, 2%, 3%, 4% returns, and it might take you 20 years to get a good return on your investment. But it's steady, it's slow, and it's almost guaranteed for you to make a good profit over a long time. And I said, listen, bro, you're not good at business like that. You're not that smart, because you've got to kind of be like smart in a certain type of way to be a day trader, because it's about speed, efficiency, knowing the market. Every wise person I know has told me, just go for a long and slow stock, okay? But he just X'd out of his mind because he just couldn't wait. I was telling him like, yeah, you don't get returns for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. He looked at me like, but I need money now though. And that there, my friend, was and is literally, this is a true story, I'm not making this up, it was his downfall. So short-term minded. So many of you boys are so short-term minded. You just can't wait for success to come your way. Where people like me, I will be happy to wait until I'm 50 to get the satisfaction to beat all the other people in this race. I am more than happy to sit back, take my time, and slowly win. And guess what? That's exactly what I've been doing for the last 10 years anyway. Because once you get used to it, once you get used to this lifestyle, it's not hard to continue it. I'm used to waiting's long and slow. It's like with cooking, like when you do braised meat or when you do brisket in the smoker, it's the long and slow method. Low and slow. It's a low heat, but then you wait it out for sometimes 3 days in the smoker. I've heard people cook their meats sometimes slow. But you guys, you want everything like steak. You want to fry that steak within 5 minutes and bang, it's done. Well, guess what? Steaks are literally rare. There's not many dishes where you can just bang up in 5 minutes and it's a good dish, right? Most dishes either take a medium amount of time or a long time. And for me, really, the best types of meats are in those slow, long cooked meats, and it's braised and the beef is tender, tierna, rico, guapa. And you eat that and you just might, it's like water in your mouth, but with meat all over. It's a different feeling. Yeah, not much meat is steaks. And guess what? Steaks are for the rich. Anyway, you can't be living your life as if you're eating steaks every day. That's infeasible when you're at the bottom of the ladder because steaks are expensive. Per gram, steaks cost a lot of money. And what you want to do, you want to go in with short-term, quick game plans like steaks. Even though you can barely afford to have beef mince, bro. You better get that with 20% fat on it because that's the most you can afford. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, I don't understand why most people just can't wait it out. Do things that are slow. You open the business, that might cost you a couple of £100. Then you invest in one thing at a time. Because most people aren't rich. It takes you time to invest into different things. You buy this, you buy that, and you slowly build. But guess what? Something in life is very interesting. Everything about life, everything is exponential. So it's kind of like you buy one thing, Then you buy one thing again, then one thing. Then you're in a position, okay, oh shit, now you can buy 2 things. Then you buy 2 things. Then you buy 3 things. Then you buy 5 things. Then you buy 10 things. Then you think, oh shit. By the time you know it, you're doing so well financially. It's like, bro, when did this happen? You gotta remember when it started happening. Because it's exponential, and it's the same way the other way. That's the sad thing about it. You make one mistake, okay, no problem. You can still kind of make it. You make another mistake. Oh no. Now people are worried about you a little bit. You can still get back. Then you make 2 mistakes. Then you make 3 mistakes. Then you make 5 mistakes. Then you make 100, and then you're just out of the game. It's exponential wins or exponential failure. Everything about life is exponential. There's very few things in life which are linear, bro. So what I'm saying to you is this: the more good things start happening to you, the higher the chance more good things will start happening to you. And when bad things start happening to you, the higher the chance even more bad things will start happening to you. That's how it works. It is exponential. Listen to me, good boys. This is serious because not many people are telling you this. Most people on social media are promoting heathenism to young boys and young women. But they're playing a different game. So I'm not going to talk about them right now. That's a whole different story. Your 20s and their 20s is a different game, bro. In their 20s, they're up. In your 20s, you're down. So they're playing a different game. So we won't even talk on that. But they're marketing to you to devour the heathenism. They're marketing to you to make you believe that life is just roses and ponies and unicorns, and you have unlimited lives left, and you have all the time in the world to fuck around. You don't. And the moment you start fucking around and wasting your life away is the moment you lose and you never come back. I'm really trying to draw this in because there's not many men saying this. All the men are saying, take your time, pick your career, go slow. No. You do that, the guys that do the opposite, they're going to beat you so hard that you can't come back from the floor. They're going to beat you down so hard that you're going to think, you're going to get... This happens all the time, man. When an alpha male walks in a room that's around 30, 35, he usually gets hate from everyone around him because all those other guys are looking at him like, rah, he's the living embodiment of everything that I should have done in my 20s. And looking at him shows me all the ways in where I went wrong. Looking at him shows them, oh my God, oh shit, I didn't work as hard as I could. Oh my God, I could have learned more. Oh my God, I could have went to university. Oh my God, I can learn this new skill. Oh my God, I can learn a new language. Oh my, I have really royally effed this thing up. That's what happens when you mess your life around and waste your goddamn time. And if you don't want to listen to the message and you're looking at me like, raw, this guy's an idiot. Okay, no problem. You just go ahead and indulge in your heathenism while I keep winning and assuring you. Okay? Because the gap only gets wider as men get older. The gap is small at 18. It widens a little bit at 21 if people go to university. It is kind of wide at 30. People, it's really clear now. But by 40 and 50 and 60, my God. Now people have their houses, have successful families, have a nice job, and some people are homeless with nothing, going to their food bank on the weekends just to make ends meet. And I'm not trying to disparage anybody here. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but in a way I'm trying to make you feel a bit scared and a bit nervous so you don't commit the mistakes that so many men before you have committed. You got to learn from the past. Look at all the homeless people on the street. Look at all the people that are high on drugs and I can't get off drugs. Look at all the people that are alcoholics. Look at all the people that don't work hard. Look at where they end up and say to yourself, I do not want to be them when I'm older. I don't want to be like them. I want to be a model person. I want to be the man that I want my son to be when he grows up. I want to raise a daughter to respect me in a way where when she wants to find a man, she finds a good, honourable, well-to-do man. And not choosing some man from the road, some jackass, because she had a crappy father and she has nothing tomorrow finding a partner on. That's a whole different story, boys. It's a whole different story. But when women don't have a father, a good, great father, they start making stupid decisions. And you got to think to yourself, what do you want your daughter, your future daughter, to be like? What kind of partner do you want her to choose? If that person you want her to choose isn't you, That's where you've effed up. If the person that you want your son to be isn't you, you're a loser. I'm saying it straight. I'm not holding back on nothing. On nada. Voy a decir la verdad. Es justo, ¿eh? Entonces, life ain't easy. Life is hard, man. And it only gets harder the more you level up. Then sickness comes in and then you can't work as much and you're going to rely more and more on a residual income. Life gets hard real quick, boys. Don't waste your life away. Do the right thing. Sacrifice your 20s so you can have an amazing rest of life. This is the Hezron Springer Show. Nos vemos pronto con el próximo episodio. Nos vemos y hasta luego.